What's up, y'all? Cam that guy here. I'm back once again with another YouTube video, man. So in this YouTube video, I'm about to get into the good um times of high school as far as like the good sources or connections or relationships I had in high school. I did the girl part yesterday or whatever. I'm about to do the guy part today, you know what I'm saying? Then tomorrow I'm gonna do the bad guy sources or whatever, right? So anyway, here we go, man. So, you know what I'm saying? Um, so I'm gonna begin like this. So junior year, 11th grade year, right? The guys I was around 11th grade year, the guys I was with 11th grade year was it was this guy from the bus, right? Um, I was with him sometime. Well, I was with him all the time during the morning. He lived in the same neighborhood as me, right? But 12th grade year, we wasn't really close anymore. But 11th grade year, we was more close versus 12th grade year. You know, we just grew apart, right? But I was around him every morning. I'm talking about every morning up until towards the end of the year. I was around him in the morning, right? And sometimes I'll be with him at lunchtime. Sometimes I might go off campus with him. You know what I'm saying? All that other stuff. But I was with him every morning, right? With him and I was with this white guy, right? And I was with this other black guy and things like that. So I will go ahead and actually, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and name drop, but not too much, you know what I'm saying. So Jakari, you know what I'm saying, this is who I was with. He lived in the same neighborhood as me. Lived over there in that house back that way, you know what I'm saying, wherever went there. I was with him most of the time in the morning. And yeah, and then I was with, I'm not gonna name drop too much, but he's somebody I feel I need a name drop, you know what I'm saying? It was this other crazy white guy, right? He lived up the road that way, you know what I'm saying? With this guy, you know what I'm saying, he helped me smoke my first bong or whatever, right? He crazy as fuck. He do all type of drugs. He do all type of crazy. He's a crazy, insane person, right? But, you know, at the same time, he was interested to talk to, so I would talk to him sometimes, right? That was with this other black guy, right? This other black guy, his name was Austin, you know what I'm saying? Austin, he was like he seemed homosexual, but he wasn't. He had a whole girlfriend, right? But I was with him as well, right? You know what I'm saying? And let me go and say the white person's name. The white guy's name, his name was Robbie. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say his name, right? You know what I'm saying? So these are the only three guys I'm going to name for 11th grade year. You know what I'm saying? So I was mainly with these guys, you know what I'm saying, in the morning time, right? Afternoon time, I was more with, you know what I'm saying, there's this 10th grader I knew. He got the same name as me. His name was Cameron, right? I'll be with him sometimes during lunch. Or I'll either be with Jakari, I'll go off campus with him or something like that, right? Now, these are the only names I'm naming for 11th grade, right? But there was other guys I would be with during lunch. Just sometimes I would rotate, you know what I'm saying? So I might there was this group, you know what I'm saying, I got introduced to, you know what I'm saying? It was this group, you know what I'm saying, with this guy I knew. He introduced me to this group, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? It was nice to be in this group. I'm not gonna name all the guys in this group, you know what I'm saying? But it was this guy, his name was Tay Sean, right? He introduced me to this group of guys or whatever, right? It was cool, you know what I'm saying? Like we like they had a good vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like we had a good time and shit. We had good conversations and shit. It was a cool vibe, right? He introduced me, you know, he kind of brought me into this group. It was cool to hang around this group. So I was either with this group, I would either go off campus with Jakari, or I was with Cameron and his group. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what it was. 11th grade year. That's what it was. 11th grade year, right? You know what I'm saying? Uh, I got along well with these guys. You know what I'm saying? Never really no problems. Everything was smooth. 11th grade year, right? You know what I'm saying? I just want to let that be known. Everything was smooth. 11th grade year, right? Um, so 12th grade year, here's where things go a little bit awry, right? So 12th grade year, you know what I'm saying? Jakari stopped riding the bus. So I was with Cameron and his group morning time, right? During lunchtime, I was still with Tayshawn and his group, you know what I'm saying, a little bit 12th grade year, right? But what ended up happening, you know what I'm saying, was me and this a guy from, you know, their group, we had a conflict, you know what I'm saying? And well, not this guy, it was like a few other guys from the group. We had conflict, you know what I'm saying? That's what made me get separated from the group. So I detached from the group, right? You know what I'm saying? So I ended up leaving them, right? And there was other groups I was, you know what I'm saying? There was this other group, right? I was around them for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say their names because they ain't worth mentioning, right? But I was with them for a little bit and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It worked well and shit like that 11th grade year, but 12th grade year it didn't really work. You know what I'm saying? So I ended up getting detached from that group as well. So I got detached from two groups. Cameron and his group, I was still cool with their group. You know what I'm saying? And he ended up having a cousin. You know what I'm saying? That came to 12th grade year. Nigga talk heli shit. You know what I'm saying? Just so much shit. Just talk all the time. You know what I'm saying? But at times we did have, you know, cool conversations, like legit conversations. But for the most part, I think he was just a straight shit talker. That's all he did. You know what I'm saying? But granted, you know, so I'm pretty sure he's way different now. I'm pretty sure he thinks different now. But at the time, he would just talk to a shit to be with, be around on a day to day basis. It was, you know, it's something I couldn't do. You know what I mean? But you know, so I was with him and shit. There was this other guy I was with. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't really with him, you know what I'm saying, but he was for the islands or something like that. I would periodically talk to him just when I see him around type shit. I hung around him probably like a few times, but not really, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really like being around him too much, you know what I'm saying? He would kind of embarrass me type shit. But, you know, he would help time go by, you know what I'm saying? He would help time go by or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I'll be around him a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know what I'm saying? These were the guys, the primary guys I was with on a day to day basis. You know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, you know what I'm saying? My 11th grade group was my 12th grade group. You know what I'm saying? But what happened 12th grade year as I detached from the groups. That's what ended up happening, right? You know what I mean? But, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what ended up happening and shit like that. But mainly also because I had to attend virtual school. I had to get into virtual school and all that shit in between. So it was important, you know what I'm saying, that I end up doing virtual school and pass my classes and shit like that and graduate and shit. But let me explain the group. So it's like, it was nice, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have a problem and shit, you know what I'm saying, with these people and shit, you know what I'm saying? Up until 12th grade year, like, the group I got, the first group with Tayshawn and them group, this guy, he could dish it out, but he can't take it. He could always crack jokes and shit, but when I say some shit back to him, he got all offended and shit. We end up detaching. You know what I'm saying? That's what ended up happening. We couldn't be cool. It was this other group, right? I was with them and shit, but they was like doing some underhand shit. They was doing like they was trying to backdoor me. They was doing like some behind the scenes shit. So you know what I'm saying? So I had to detach from that group. I had to go away from that group. You know, but that was cool at first. You know what I'm saying? It was a cool group to be around, but I had to get away from that group. You know what I'm saying? Just because it wasn't a good group. You know what I'm saying? To be around and shit. It wasn't, you know, all that. Cameron's group, you know what I'm saying? I mean, that group, you know what I'm saying? It was a reliable group, you know what I'm saying? I could always go to that group if I needed entertainment of some sort, but they was way younger than me. Well, it wasn't way, it was 2 grades under me, right? So I was in 12th grade, they was 10th grade. But for that main reason is why I didn't really want to be around them that much because, you know, I'm in a higher grade than them. But not only just that, just simply just because, you know what I'm saying? I didn't really, I mean, it was nice being around there, it was reliable, but I didn't like the vibe, but I could conversate with them. There was a consistent conversation with them, you know what I'm saying? But it just I didn't like the vibe. I wasn't feeling it. I felt more of the other group vibes versus this group vibe. You know what I'm saying? Um, but all in all, you know what I'm saying? It was cool being with these people and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, brought me entertainment and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And these guys, they was alright on the surface. You know, they was probably talking mad, hella shit about me. They was cool on the surface, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's what, you know what I'm saying? That's what matters most to me is what you do on the surface. I mean, of course, I care about what you talk about behind the scenes. I mean, I don't want to be with nobody that thinks bad about me behind closed doors and shit. You know, so I don't want to be around somebody that thinks bad around about me behind closed doors. Most definitely not. But I care more about who you are on the surface. Actually, I care about more who you are behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? I want to know how you act when you're not around me and what you say about me while I'm not around. That actually matters more. But on the surface, you'll be surprised at how much fucked up individuals I came across in high school. You'll be surprised, men and women. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's the why I sort of lean towards on the surface, but behind the scenes matters more. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know, you know what I'm saying? This was it was good for me to be around these people, you know what I'm saying? You know, you when you be around certain people, you learn a lot about yourself. I learned a lot about myself being around these people. And yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was great to do. It was great to, you know, be around these people and these guys and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, these were the primary guys I was around. You know what I'm saying? Now there was other guys I crossed paths with, but these were the primary guys I was around, the primary boys I was around my high school years at that school, at the public school. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's pretty much the end of this video. You know what I'm saying? That's the end of this video, you know what I'm saying? It was shorter than I thought it would be. Next, I'm gonna talk about the bad situations, the bad and all this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kind of do it just like I did the girl thing. You know what I'm saying? I did the girl shit. I'm gonna do the boy shit. You know what I'm saying? Then after I get done with this last boy shit, I'm gonna go to jobs. What I mean by jobs, I'm gonna go to Blue Ribbon Cleaners, McDonald's, Taco Bell. I'm gonna go through it all. Popeyes. I'm gonna go through it all. I'm gonna go through all the jobs and shit. So this is a little saga. This is a little thing. I'm gonna keep going on this channel and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I hope y'all, you know what I'm saying? I hope y'all liking it and shit like that, you know what I mean? But aside from that, you know what I'm saying? This is the end of this video, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Yeah.